Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Friday, December 25th at 3:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time by Zeno Reader. There are 615 headlines from 108 things we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Mom with COVID-19 delivers baby she would never be able to hold. Mom was about to go to heaven. Military on alert over Trump's martial law threat. The craziness is unprecedented. Decades ago, a mystery man spent thousands to give an Ohio family a nice visit from Santa Claus. Reverend Raphael Warnock pulls ahead of Kelly Loeffler in Georgia Senate poll. Pelosi says House to vote on bigger stimulus payments after GOP blocks increase. A person who knowingly went to work while sick likely led to the COVID-19 deaths of 7 people and forced more than 300 people into quarantine, health officials say. Disgraced New York politician found limping by Ohio roadside 23 years after fleeing justice. A company created a $20,000 backyard office in a box due to high demand and it may soon be available on Amazon, see inside. A medic gave CPR to a person with COVID-19 on a flight. He had symptoms of the virus for days, but says he has no regrets. Commander threatens to target Turkish forces in Libya. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Alabama's Devonta Smith, Mac Jones lead for Heisman Trophy finalists, ESPN. Trump wields pardon power as political weapon, rewarding loyalists and undermining prosecutors, The Washington Post. Pence under pressure as the final step nears in formalizing Biden's win, The Washington Post. Astronaut Scott Kelly, how to survive a year in space, BBC News. Trump campaign suffers another legal setback in Wisconsin case, Politico. Investor sues video game studio over buggy Cyberpunk 2077, NBC News. The Bachelorette is Tashia Adams and Zach Clark head off to celebrate Christmas in New York, Yahoo Entertainment. Ohio police chief recommends firing Columbus officer who fatally shot Andre Hill, NBC News. President Trump and First Lady wish Americans a Merry Christmas, Fox News. A black doctor alleged racist treatment before dying of COVID-19, this is how black people get killed, The Washington Post. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Trump mocked after he claimed Twitter censorship leads to communism. California brush fire at U.S. Marine bases forces Christmas Eve evacuations. Leslie West, guitarist of rock band Mountain, dead at 75. U.S. sees over 1 million air passengers ahead of Christmas. Jared Kushner played key role in White House pardon free for all. Trump's post-election pardons list, war criminals, crooked politicians and family. Deepfake Queen Elizabeth delivers message about Harry and Meghan to prove a point. Japanese spacecraft brings back asteroid chips that look like charcoal. Epicurious attempts to right cultural wrongs one recipe at a time. COVID-19 patient beat hospital roommate to death for praying, police. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. One of the nation's largest reindeer farms is in MN. Neighbors surprise garbage crew W Christmas gifts. Police searching for missing 14-year-old. Driver rescued from submerged car. Mayors ask for tax relief for restaurants. Christmas quilt stitched with memories, love. Rancher uses cows to send season greetings. Duck rescued from dogs, gets new home for Christmas. Family's light display honors late the daughter. Police, missing teen found dead, murder suspected. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Virus updates, southern states are facing an explosion of cases. Her father had a theory about her killing, then came the arrest. Behind Trump clemency, a case study in special access. How Canada has become a pilgrimage site for Schitt's Creek fans. For Trump, pardons as an expression of grievance. Stella Tennant, aristocratic model, is dead at 50. Brexit is finally done, but UK ambitions already seems outdated. An Oscar winner made a Khashoggi documentary, streaming services didn't want it. 2020 was full of sports moments despite the empty stands. COVID-19 patient is bludgeoned to death in California hospital. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Miami mayor urges Wall Street firms to leave New York for friendlier city. Moderna COVID vaccine has caused side effect for those with cosmetic facial fillers. Prince William picked up this Christmas habit from Princess Diana. Service dog found safe 2 weeks after going missing in Interstate 95 crash. Dear Roy Murdoch, Trump confounds critics by delivering 2 COVID vaccines in record time. Maine waitress gets big tip, decides to share with her co-workers. Candace Cameron Beard denies joining brother Kirk Cameron's Christmas caroling protests. Sheila Booth seeking long-term inpatient treatment after FKA twigs abuse allegations. Florida McDonald's surprises teen family with holiday gifts months after Arch giveaway. University of Michigan's IT department suggests terms like picnic and brown bag are offensive. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Friday, December 25th. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Stimulus check latest, $2,000 relief payments blocked by House Republicans. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Boris Johnson hails Canada-style Brexit trade deal with the EU. Joan Collins says this Christmas will be worse than the Second World War. Revelers hit the town ahead of Christmas. People reveal the least romantic Christmas presents they've received from their other half. Brexit, Nigel Farage declares victory as Boris Johnson seals UK deal. Tory MPs welcome Brexit deal as Keir Starmer's Labour set to back it. How the Brexit deal was done, explosive negotiations worthy of Netflix got agreement over the line. Santa is spotted on Nord's tracker wearing a mask as he delivers presents. 10 sperm whales washed up on East Yorkshire beach pronounced dead. Dietitian Leanne Ward reveals her go-to pasta recipe for staying lean and foods to add to your diet. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. For France's Catholics, the coronavirus is another test of their faith. With the virus raging, Europeans grudgingly accept the dashed hopes of Christmas. Burundian journalists pardoned in presidential decree. Afghan official, women's rights activist shot dead in North. With announcement of trade deal, the end of Brexit is finally in sight. What actually happened? Coronavirus has altered Christmas, but in a few countries, it looks a little like normal. China launches antitrust investigation into Alibaba, its most successful internet company. 2020, another annus horribilis for Britain's royal family. US says it will open a consulate in disputed Western Sahara. UK and EU announce post-Brexit trade deal, smoothing December 31st departure. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's US news feed. Boris Johnson vows to pit UK against EU in race for success. Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch reportedly sells for $22 m. Johnny Depp did not get fair trial, lawyers tell appeal court. Now the Brexit blame game will play out at the door of No 10. Florida braced for unusually cold Christmas and falling iguanas. Boris Johnson has got Brexit done, with a deal that will please no one. Martin Kettle. Boris Johnson says Brexit deal has settled UK's Europe question. Fox host Maria Bartiromo punked by animal rights group activist. Laurie Hernandez, gymnastics felt like home, but coming back was unsettling. Channel 4 under fire for deepfake Queen's Christmas message. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. UK, EU on cusp of striking Brexit trade deal at last. Don't lose hope, intensive care unit nurse goes home after 8 months in hospital battling COVID-19. Black doctor dies of COVID after alleging hospital mistreatment. Congressional leaders await Trump's next move days ahead of a government shutdown. Italy enters Christmas lockdown limiting holiday travel. Toddler's reaction to Christmas lights is so pure. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Brexit, EU diplomats to get trade deal briefing. How delivery drivers became vital in the pandemic. Georgia climbers who risked their lives for Christmas trees. Astronaut Scott Kelly, how to survive a year in space. The refugees feeding a nation. A scene in the Pan has changed Arson Fathom's life. In pictures, Christmas celebrations around the world. Spain's King Felipe VI makes veil dig up self-exiled father. COVID-19, Irish government authorize Pfizer BioNTech vaccine. Black U.S. doctor dies of COVID alleging racist hospital care. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Coronavirus updates, antibodies may provide protection for up to 6 months or longer, California reaches 2M cases. Pope Francis celebrates Mass in near empty service. AP Top Stories December 24th p. Spreading joy to the nation. NORAD, Santa on track to deliver Christmas Eve. Election official still fearful despite arrest. How to persuade someone to take the COVID-19 vaccine. Subdued Christmas Eve in Bethlehem. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Animal rights activist posed as major food company CEO, hoaxing Fox News host on live TV. Bay Area isn't going as far as New York in quarantining travelers to stem COVID-19. Another jetpack sighting over LA heightens the mystery. News analysis, in filling Senate seat, Newsom made an easy thing seem hard. Pasadena church loses court case but celebrates victory on looser COVID-19 restrictions. LA County records 148 COVID-19 deaths in one day, a new record. Rare 310-year-old violin stolen from art dealer's Los Feliz home. Column, California isn't hemorrhaging people, but there are reasons for concern. On United Airlines Flight 2 LAX, he gave CPR to man dying of COVID-19. Column, Black women lost a Senate seat, but got a Secretary of State. That's not good enough. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Friday, December 25th, 2020. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Magnitude 6.3 earthquake strikes south of Philippines Luzon Island. Woman repeatedly gang raped, beaten after husband lost bets in India. Boats, planes, helicopters, Canada gears up to vaccinate remote indigenous communities. Gunman on motorbike shot dead a women's rights activist and her brother north of Afghanistan's capital, as a wave of assassinations ravages the violence-wrecked country. Fresh to Pakistan was the second activist to be killed in 2 days. Canada boosts fossil subsidies to $14.3 billion per year, joins Saudi Arabia as G20's top 2 oil and gas funders. More than half of China's adult population is either overweight or obese, according to a new government report. Obesity rates in China have doubled within 2 decades, and health authorities are warning of a surge in chronic diseases such as diabetes, hypertension and cancer. Pope Francis under fire again for allegedly liking another racy picture on Instagram. Scotland's future is of an independent, European nation, First Minister Sturgeon posts Britain's Brexit news. The Trump administration has formally notified Congress that it intends to sell nearly $500 million in precision bombs to Saudi Arabia, a transaction that will fuel criticism from lawmakers who oppose arming the Persian Gulf nation over its record of human rights abuses and role in the war in Yemen. UK and EU announce post-Brexit trade deal, BBC News. France bans police drones at Paris protests. Scientists detect new strain of coronavirus in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Portugal outrage after Spanish hunters massacre 500 wild animals. UK government confirms second strain of coronavirus. Biggest circular tomb in the ancient world to open in Rome. The site opens March 1, 2021, and from April 22 visits will include virtual and augmented reality elements. The next headlines are from Forbes. CD Projekt faces class action lawsuit over Cyberpunk 2077 feat disaster. The 7 worst customer service no-nos when a customer's upset. Judge tosses out Rep. Nunes lawsuit against Washington Post. James Harden reportedly adds Boston Celtics to list of preferred destinations. Trump takes steps toward backing primary bids against disloyal Republicans. You'll be able to download a lot more stuff for free, legally, January 1st. Christmas dirty jobs, stir thought for Air Force combat controllers. George Kittle describes playing for San Francisco 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan. Pompeo's wife reportedly infected with coronavirus earlier this month. Travelers flying Delta, United from UK to US will need to show negative COVID-19 test. The world population update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,674,953,254 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Secret Sisters, Brandi Carlile and Trina Shoemaker on the benefits of forming a female studio team, deliberately or otherwise. Hulu buys Lee Daniels. The United States versus Billie Holiday. Rising behind-the-scenes talent discuss favorite moments from award season films. Kevin Spacey shares Christmas Eve video dedicated to people suffering in 2020, it gets better. Merbeast brings back Finger on the App endurance game, promising $100,000 cash prize exclusive. Who received the biggest award season boost from New York and Los Angeles. Morning show showrunner Carrie Aaron wraps up Los Feliz deal. News of the World cinematographer says everyone is in the same boat for streaming releases. Pedro Pascal on making Wonder Woman 1984, growing up in the 80s, and shooting that other WW project. Regina King on directing One Night in Miami and if a second season of Watchmen is possible. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Watch, octopuses punch fish, sometimes for no apparent reason. How worried should we be about the new UK coronavirus variant? At the Vatican, a Christmas Eve mass shaped by the pandemic. Balloon boy parents pardoned by Colorado governor for 2009 hoax. California is first state to hit 2 million cases, and hospitals are out of intensive care unit beds. How the Rockets' Thunder delay could foreshadow challenges to this NBA season. The worst of COVID should be over for one hard-hit Brazilian city, but it's not. Correctional facilities are COVID-19 hotspots, why don't they get vaccine priority? All is not calm, Congress scrambles after Trump blasts COVID-19 relief package. For Christmas, my true love gave to me hand sanitizer, because it's 2020. The following headlines are from the week. Hollywood braces for unusual holiday box office. 1 million Americans receive vaccine as virus hospitalizations hit record high. 2 of Trump's pardons may set a precedent for letting the Trump campaign off the hook. UK, EU reach historic Brexit trade deal. House GOP blocks Democrats' attempt to pass $2,000 stimulus checks backed by Trump. Pakistani court orders release of man convicted in Daniel Pearl murder. Trump pardons Manafort, Stone, and Jared Kushner's father. The Daily Business Briefing, December 24, 2020. 10 things you need to know today, December 24, 2020. America's corrosive obsession with scarcity. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. Loon Star, the Year in Cartoons. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Astronomy 2021, top events for the coming year. These are the news headlines for today, Friday, December 25th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Why are the stars so bright tonight? Famous Earthrise photo taken on Christmas Eve. Watch a Saturn moon ballet. Bull's Head, the Hyades star cluster. The next news is from Politico. Britain, EU wrap up Christmas Eve deal on post-Brexit trade. The Brexit trade deal at a glance. UK pulls out of European student exchange program. Macron released from coronavirus quarantine. Democrats shatter fundraising records ahead of Georgia Senate runoffs. Trump campaign suffers another legal setback in Wisconsin case. Coronavirus dampens Christmas joy in Bethlehem and elsewhere. Snowden allies see opening amid Trump clemency blitz. Top House Armed Services Republican urges GOP to avoid distortions of veto defense bill. Trump squeezes Republicans with eye on 2022 primaries. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Coronavirus updates live. Northern Beaches COVID-19 cluster grows amid fears of new cluster in Sydney CBD. Australia urged to keep India under the pump in Boxing Day test. Christmas tragedies as 2 men die in separate Queensland crashes. Israeli jet fly over Beirut terrifying residents on Christmas Eve. Piano player kept it in the family. Model replaced Claudia Schiffer as face of Chanel. Microsoft customer data hacked through reseller compromise. This is what happens when $50 doesn't solve the world's problems. Change must come. 2020 again shows it's time to crack a whip on stewards. It's the right time of year for these horses, O'Shea's summer plans. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Chris Sakamock's Robinhood boss who spurned his investment advice, stonks never go down. Biden on using executive action to cancel $50,000 in student debt, I think that's pretty questionable. Newswatch, holy smokes, I'm a $TSLA nadir, here's how quickly Tesla's wild ride has turned modest investments into 7-figure windfalls. Republican Senate incumbent Loeffler falls behind Democrat Warnock in latest Georgia runoff polling. Personal Finance Daily, Biden on using executive action to cancel student debt and as the stimulus bill stalls, eviction protection and other financial relief set to expire December 31st. Futures movers, oil prices edge higher, but log first weekly fall in 2 months in Christmas Eve trade. Bond report, U.S. Treasury yields retreat on Christmas Eve, but weekly moves muted. The margin, the pandemic has thrown this treasured piece of financial wisdom out the window. Realtor.com, Blake Griffin scored a deal on a $5.8 million mansion in Brentwood. As stimulus bill stalls, eviction protection and other financial relief set to expire December 31st. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. You'll be able to download a lot more stuff for free, legally. January 1st, Forbes. Revived prospects for patenting financial product inventions. Carlton Fields, J.D. Supra. Inventor seeks sharks for package poly, TT Newsday. Exhaustion of patent rights, will New Zealand follow suit, Lexology. IBM, Airbnb lay down arms in patent war, Law 360. Cloud computing, a brief overview of intellectual property issues in the cloud, J.D. Supra. The next headlines are from Quartz. The Brexit deal is done, but the damage to the UK economy is just getting started. The current state of climate tech. Trump's last gasp of authoritarianism tries to make US federal buildings classically beautiful. Trump's pandemic relief flip-flop will hurt millions however it ends. What countries have rolled out COVID-19 vaccinations? 2020 was the year clean energy started to beat big oil. The essential numbers of the UK's Brexit trade deal. Why did Bitcoin's price surge more than 200% this year? Did you know any of these terms before COVID-19? Roblox is getting kids' attention. Next stop, investors. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Gaming like it's 1925, the third annual public domain game jam starts January 1st. Esports milestone, esports becomes a medal event at the Asian Games. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Elf. Restaurants open on Christmas Eve. It's a Wonderful Life. Kroger. Die Hard. Christmas Vacation. Josh Bell. A Christmas Story. Dollar General. Anthony Edwards. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Fauci admits to lying about COVID-19 herd immunity threshold to manipulate public support for vaccine, moves goalpost to 90%. He's back, LA's Enigma jetpack man spotted again soaring thousands of feet over California coast, FAA remains baffled video. Syrian air defenses respond to Israeli aggression, explosions heard over Hama countryside, state media. UK football club responds to fans who booed players for BLM kneeling by banning some and ordering re-education for others. Path of Hope has opened, Argentina's president thanks Sputnik V developers and Putin for making COVID vaccine deliveries possible. Detached from reality, NIT reporter roasted for complaining that Trump is trying to stick IT to press by holding 7:30 a.m. call. BBC incurs wrath of Brexiteer viewers over EU divorce deal coverage. Pardon me, don't be fooled by the media freakout, Trump's pardons are par for the course in Washington. Bullseye, AK-47 manufacturer releases spectacular nighttime video of its newest guided anti-aircraft missile test. Johnny Depp fans call for boycott of Netflix after Star's movie seemingly deleted from platform. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch sells for paltry $22 million after $100 in listing. Russia reopens Soviet-era lab to develop weapons for Arctic sub-zero conditions. Luongo, and the Great American Myth, secession, not revolution. U.S. refugee admissions at all-time low in 2020. Goldman's 4 lessons from 2020. Man behind Pfizer vax warns COVID-19 will be with us for the next 10 years. CNN, amends constitution to prevent Trump or anyone like him having power again. Outrage after Pakistani court releases convicted murderer of journalist Daniel Pearl. 8 screaming red flags from the 2020 election that deserved criminal inquiry. New York closing 3 upstate prisons due to budget constraints, 1,000 jobs affected. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Canada receives first shipment of Moderna COVID vaccines. Will another vote change the political landscape in Israel? Cricket, India to increase Indian Premier League to 10 teams. Iran says U.S. approved its fund transfer to buy COVID vaccines. Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch sells for a song. Which countries have rolled out COVID vaccination? Cuban doctors arrive in Panama to boost COVID fight. U.S. begins process to set up Western Sahara consulate. Tunisian judge orders detention of media magnate Nabil Karawi. World prepares for Christmas under coronavirus restrictions. The next headlines are from Breitbart. How Congress can give Americans $2K relief checks and cut omnibus pork to pay for it. 10 countries where coronavirus canceled Christmas. Listen, Joe and Jill Biden sing happy birthday, Dr. Fauci. Manhunt, Deadly Games Review, engrossing, timely condemnation of media and government. Donald Trump thanks God for greatest miracle in human history in Christmas greeting. Dr. Anthony Fauci admits shifting goalposts on herd immunity. Boxing great Manny Pacquiao may be the Philippines' next president. Hoyer, $600 payments aren't enough, but Trump should sign COVID bill. Video, pilot returns home for Christmas following 8-month battle with coronavirus. Netanyahu, many more Arab states to normalize ties soon. The next headlines are from UPI News. Woman wins more than $750,000 with decade-old lottery numbers. Boy, 12, identifies 39 airlines by their plane tails for Guinness record. Watch, socially distanced surfing Santas take to the waves in Florida. 120-year-old chocolate found in Australian poet's papers. New Hampshire couple reunited with lost cat after 7 years. Martial artist hits table tennis balls with nunchucks for Guinness record. Watch, Wisconsin man slides stranded deer across frozen reservoir. The next headlines are from Odd, Strange and Bizarre Things. 6 weird cheeses you should try. 5 actually terrifying books if you're sick of holiday spirit. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. People are getting so creative in how they celebrate virtually. 76% plan to cook together via video with loved ones. Lonely grandma receives over 1,000 Christmas cards from around the world, restoring her faith in human nature. Geophysicists confirm Plato's theory, the Earth is made of cubes. Chinese village invaded by legions of deadly wasps raise funds for flame-throwing drone to incinerate their nests. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Friday, December 25th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. 12 siblings win Guinness World Record for highest combined age. Yakutian farmer invents a bra for his cows. Bodybuilder faces heartbreak at Christmas as sex doll wife tragically breaks. Mirror Online. Don't leave bad reviews for delayed shipping, local Etsy sellers ask. CNN, Fox News Maria Bartiromo thought she was interviewing the CEO of Smithfield Foods. It was an imposter. UPS driver dies after assault, co-worker taken into custody. Anti-diarrhea drug drives cancer cells to cell death. Delta passengers facing charges for exiting via emergency slide. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. There's a bunch of undiscovered exoplanets left. Math can help us find them. Kids are failing online learning. For 2 days, save extra on these 10 must-have apps you might not even realize you need. Los Angeles will soon have an innovation zone for testing mobility products. Are you a happy developer? Depends on where you live. All I Want for Christmas is a length-based search option on Netflix. Lucid Motors Studios, a car buying experience unlike any other. The following headlines are from Science Daily. COVID-19 severity affected by proportion of antibodies targeting crucial viral protein. Mathematical modeling can help balance economy, health during pandemic. Early mammal with remarkably precise bite. The next headlines are from Information Week. Why Credit Karma crafted a tool to automate its DevOps cycle. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Friday, December 25th from over 100 sources to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Kern's fire kills man and his dog. Heisman finalists, tie teammates plus Lawrence and Trask. Utah Sean Reyes signs on to support lawsuit seeking to protect the NRA. Biden firm on uranium mining ban around Jewel of the Grand Canyon. Letter, Dr. Dunn should be Uten of the Year. How Utah State basketball point guard Raleigh Worster learned to be a winner. As rural hospitals welcome COVID-19 vaccine, another 2,892 Utahns test positive for coronavirus and 9 more have died. This Christmas, Utah families visit Santa while getting their groceries. Letter, safe alternative to nuclear fission. Farhad Manju, all I needed to survive lockdown was sourdough. The next headlines are from Slashdot, tech news for nerds. Sony publishes an official Linux driver for PS5 DualSense controllers. Laptops, desktop sales see renaissance, shortages won't ease until 2022. XRP cryptocurrency crashes following announcement of SEC suit against Ripple. The ACLU is suing for more information about the FBI's phone hacking lab. Visa continues Pornhub ban to allow card use on some of its parent sites. Facebook managers trash their own ad targeting in unsealed remarks. Why on earth is someone stealing unpublished book manuscripts? Warner Brothers believes that theaters will still exist in 2023. GoDaddy employees were told they were getting a holiday bonus. It was actually a phishing test. NYC is paying $2 million for anti-plagiarism software after firing teachers. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Roofing company gifts East St. Louis woman with brand new roof for Christmas. Woman awakens on Christmas Eve to find second catalytic converter stolen in as many months. St. Louis churches rethink Christmas services due to COVID-19 pandemic. Two bodies found at University City residence, prompting police response. Two men found dead inside car in Greaterville neighborhood. Missouri averaging more than 2,700 COVID hospitalizations for 6 straight days. The Fox 2 family share their holiday traditions and memories. St. Charles woman sends tons of fudge to troops but needs help keeping tradition alive due to pandemic. Gallery, NICU babies at the University of Missouri Healthcare get special visit from Santa. Blues captain Ryan O'Reilly wishes everyone happy holidays. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Man killed in crash on I-5 near Camp Pendleton. County reports 2,259 new COVID-19 cases, 32 deaths. Reward offered in cases of slashed SoCal Pelicans. Trump pardons border agents who shot drug trafficker in 2005. Man leads police on chase from San Diego to Riverside County. Immigration court backlog hits record levels as hearings postponed due to COVID-19. California nurses fear what's to come, walk down our unit for a day. Driver charged with murder, DUI for hitting road worker in Jamul. Wounded man found after shot swatter system detects gunshots. Power restored to North County communities. The next headlines are from spooknews.com. Ex-Mossad agency reveals secrets, stories behind undercover ops. Colombia expels Russian diplomats on spying accusations, reports. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. French Army Scorpion program reaches 128th Griffin combat vehicle milestone. Sky Eaton develops light surveillance drone capable of 24-hour flight. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Friday, December 25th, 2020. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Trump golfs in Florida as COVID relief hangs in the balance. Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch sold to billionaire. Ohio police chief urges officer who shot black man holding phone be fired. 80 In-N-Out employees test positive for COVID-19 in Colorado. Murder charge remains for mother with stillborn fetus, CA Supreme Court rules. Swimmers rescued from dangerous waves at Dead Man's Point. Experts fear COVID explosion from the holidays. Auto theft suspect surrenders in Compton after leading officers on lengthy pursuit. Christmas travel, most flyers in single day since March. 'Twas a mystery, who wrote Night Before Christmas poem? The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Coronavirus dampens Christmas joy in Bethlehem and elsewhere. New Auburn coach Brian Harsin embraces challenges. Erratic Rams running out of time to find consistency. Elgin man charged with attempted murder. Wheaton Church hosts drive-in Christmas Eve service. Palatine mom starts initiative to help local restaurants, first responders. Illinois reports 7,037 more COVID-19 cases, 96 new deaths. 19-year-old killed by Joliet police identified as Naperville man. Plan for new apartment building gets rave reviews in Wheeling. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. A sad loss, cruise control fire at Seattle's former Seven Gables Theater. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in China, India, Nepal, Pakistan. Drought is ongoing in Algeria, Spain, Morocco. Drought is ongoing in Mexico, United States. Drought is ongoing in Peru. Drought is ongoing in Georgia, Kazakhstan, Russia, Ukraine. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Peru, Paraguay, Uruguay. Drought is ongoing in Argentina. Drought is ongoing in Armenia, Azerbaijan, Iran, Lebanon, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Chile. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Friday, December 25th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Houston area senior facility staff members step in to help residents celebrate Christmas. Chinese restaurants preparing for their busiest day of the year, Christmas. Houston area churches reimagine Christmas services amid COVID-19 pandemic. Kwanzaa 2020, what to know about the holiday. 2 separate COVID-19 outbreaks may have started with a person who went to work sick. Less wind and warmer temps for Christmas Day. Rockets James Harden ordered to quarantine by NBA. 30,000 meals given away those in need at 42nd Super Feast. Pixar co-director Kemp Powers hopes Soul inspires sense of worthiness, belonging. Disney Pixar's Soul, both a celebration of black culture, reflection on life's meaning. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. BBC, Taiwan's military same-sex marriages defining moment of 2020 feat, BBC. Hawaii beats Houston 28-14 in New Mexico Bowl, in Texas. Brewed an optimistic car can start for Raiders. Christmas Eve concert held in Paris, fire wreck Notre Dame. Bills cut WRJ Kumro with John Brown set to return. May a big bright spot for Jets with big plays, leadership. DJ Reed finding a home and a major role with the Seahawks. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. Extra, Balloon Boy hoax parents pardoned. A painting from FDR's program to get artists back to work. NY State has seen a major surge in clemency petitions. Cuomo is unlikely to grant many of them. Trump issues more grotesque pardons to his political allies. NY State may allow 6,700 Buffalo Bills fans to watch playoff game in person. Batten down the plastic Santas, 70 miles per hour winds and heavy rain expected tonight. Coronavirus updates, White House Coronavirus Task Force no longer sends weekly updates to states. Cyclist killed in collision with MTA bus driver in Williamsburg. NY State says open windows and outdoor dining structures are not enough. Will the city enforce it? The next headlines are from Observer.com. An Observer tribute to the creative talent we lost in 2020. New secret moon craters uncovered by cutting-edge AI program. SpaceX's Night Starship prototype is ready for the next big Mars test. The Justice League cartoon had one of the best Christmas episodes ever. Kasamba review, prices, features, horoscopes, and more. Real psychics or scam? We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. Next, info on a few earthquakes today from earthquaketoday.com. Minor earthquake, 3.1 mag was detected near Maria Antonia in Puerto Rico. Light earthquake, 4.7 mag has occurred near Chromatic Islands region. Strong earthquake, 6.2 mag was detected near Calatagan in Philippines. Strong earthquake, 6.5 mag strikes near Talisay in Philippines. Light earthquake, 4.4 mag was detected near Afinado in Japan. Light earthquake 4.3 mag, northwest of the Kuril Islands. Light earthquake 4.9 mag, 125 kilometers southeast of Kimbe, Papua New Guinea. Light earthquake 4.4 mag was detected near Arporta in Eritrea. Light earthquake 4.4 mag was detected near Sumbawa Besar in Indonesia. Light earthquake 4.2 mag was detected near Aladuca in Fiji. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Reflecting back and imagining forward. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Rand Paul, masks are all about submission. British government contracts firms to make COVID freedom passports. WHO, naturally acquired immunity removed from website. Gates says no normal until 2022, U.S. billionaires increase wealth by $1 trillion since lockdowns. Here is how Hunter Biden allegedly traded on family name, influence to make millions. The Great Mutation, behold the dawning of the age of Aquarius. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Did KFC make a gaming console that includes a chicken warmer? Was this 9-pound goldfish found in a South Carolina lake? Is Taco Bell going out of business? Did Allen Iverson say he spent $40K at TGI Fridays, not a strip club? Was a 57,000-year-old frozen wolf pup discovered with fur still preserved? Is this the German title of Bob Woodward's Rage? Did a dead person end up voting in Pennsylvania? Matt's Caliphate podcast withdrawn as Pulitzer finalist. Parents convicted in 2009 balloon boy hoax pardoned. Christmas in Florida, chilly forecast, falling iguanas. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Manafort gets his reward for saving Trump from Mueller. This away backpack is my new go-to bag for everything. Steep fines and a COVID explosion, this California church doesn't care. I've discovered happiness and it's this heating pad. How these comedians turned MAGA men into laughingstocks. Prince Harry, Meghan Markle and baby Archie released their Christmas card. Celebrate the end of the year with a classic rum cocktail. The best and worst of 2020 in quarantine-themed movies, TV shows, comedy, and more. Another blow for QAnon's vote announces a Christmas shutdown. Trump has put LGBTQ rights in peril. Can Joe Biden save them? The next headlines are from the New York Post. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon, I thought I heard it when aorta burst. Heisman Trophy finalists have been revealed. Cuomo staffer hit in head with cinder block during random NYC attack. Lululemon launches holiday specials for you, don't want to miss this event. Jets JT Hassel living out his dream against all odds. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. The sky this week. Deck the skies with the Christmas tree cluster. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Tornadoes could hit some areas as massive winter storm moves east. California becomes first state to surpass 2 million COVID-19 cases. Millions travel for holidays despite CDC warning and winter storm. Powerful storm threatens more than 105 million, may impact holiday travel. Winter storm moves east after battering Midwest. China's massive Eye of Heaven telescope now open to international scientists. Charcoal-like asteroid chip sent back to Earth by space probe. More than 19,000 Americans have died from COVID-19 in 1 week period. Dr. John Lapik shares his experience getting the COVID vaccine. The following headlines are from alienUFOsightings.com. Eyewitnesses were frightened by the appearance of a blue orb over New Hampshire. A new mini-moon is headed towards Earth, and it's not natural. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Police chief says Columbus cop who fatally shot a black man should be fired. Maine waitress gets $1,000 tip, gives co-workers $100 Christmas cards. African-American doctor details racial treatment disparities in viral video before dying of COVID. George Michael's ex-boyfriend Fadi Fall was caught trying to break into that singer's ritzy townhouse, cops. Air travel in U.S. hits peak since COVID outbreak, SA claims. No, it's Christmas, woman with warrant tells arresting officer before fleeing. Dominion Voting Systems may sue President Trump personally for spreading election fraud disinformation. Investors sue Cyberpunk 2077 developer because game is unplayable. Prominent LGBTQ rights lawyer arrested in Uganda, charges slammed as flimsy, laughable and politically motivated. Oregon salon owner sues governor over earlier COVID shutdown. The following headlines are from military.com. Camp Pendleton wildfire triggers evacuation order for 7,000 residents. The U.S. Navy says Santa and his elves were born into one of its most exclusive clubs. First woman to command a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier slated to lead USS Abraham Lincoln. Trump pardon of security contractors sparks outrage in Iraq. Purple Heart veteran, family get mortgage-free home for the holidays. Judge, premature to block midshipman's expulsion over tweets. Commissaries increased revenue slightly in 2020 despite pandemic. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. National Guardsman who works as Chicago police officer thankful to be headed home from Afghanistan for Christmas, even amid pandemic. Man, 19, shot to death in East Garfield Park. Chicago Park District adds esports to its recreational program. Chicago Christmas forecast, slight chance of flurries overnight. Here is the warmest and coldest holiday weather since 1871. Coronavirus in Illinois updates, 7-day average for COVID-19 deaths is lowest in weeks with 7,037 new cases and 96 additional fatalities reported on Christmas Eve. Corrections and clarifications. Man found shot to death in parked car in Calumet Heights. Pace bus security guard charged in Harvey with punching handcuffed man in incident caught on viral video. New year, new reopening plan, and continued uncertainty for CPS parents. Illinois 7-day average for COVID-19 deaths is lowest in weeks. The state records 7,037 new cases, 96 more fatalities. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Great Lakes advocates hope new administration will take on climate change. Landmark climate policy faces growing claims of environmental racism. Korean artificial sun sets the new world record of 20-sec-long operation at 100 million degrees. International research team calls for global approach to help mitigate flooding damage. Novel method reveals small microplastics throughout Japan's subtropical ocean. Scientists shows global warming effect on greenhouse gas emissions in paddy soils. Human-made landscape promotes coexistence of two normally separated Andean warblers. Chilly forecast, falling iguanas in store for Florida Christmas. Scientists pioneer new method of measuring electricity in cells. New chemistry for controlling the volume of liquid in volumetric additive manufacturing. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Friday, December 25th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. How did the UW men's basketball team's nosedive happen, and can it be fixed? Seahawks notes, Nick Bellworth's Pro Bowl nod symbolizes Seattle's special teams prowess. Jaron Reed misses another practice. True freshman Ethan Garbers is the latest UW Huskies quarterback to enter transfer portal. New Auburn coach Brian Harsin embraces challenges. Star TE George Kittle set to return for 49ers. Answering Trump, Democrats try and fail to jam $2,000 payments through House. Trump golfs in Florida as COVID relief hangs in the balance. Gruden optimistic car can start for Raiders. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. It's barbaric. Suit alleges Hayward police shot teen, removed bullets from his back. Oakland, police respond to West Oakland injury shooting. Trump, Pence reportedly met before president went to Florida. City team San Jose, food truck crews partner to salvage hot meals for homeless on Christmas. Santa Clara County elections, razor-thin victories confirmed by recount in Los Altos Hills, Mountain View. Ohio police chief wants officer who shot black man fired. Hot chocolate bombs, a TikTok obsession, hit the Bay Area. San Jose State football trip threatens public health but cannot be stopped, Santa Clara County says. Coronavirus outbreak at East Bay Women's Prison. Coronavirus, without California's surge, U.S. case rate would be declining. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Jair Bolsonaro rips China's Sinovac COVID-19 vaccine. Ron Burkle buys Michael Jackson Neverland Ranch. Marshal Service, highway patrol vehicles hit during pursuit. Israeli jets fly over Beirut, explosions reported in Syria. New Mexico governor urges safety during holiday season. Wisconsin officials report nearly 2,800 new COVID cases. Elections officials, local lawmakers target of violent threats. Appeals court rips Trump attempt to flip Wisconsin election results. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Solar winds hack infected critical infrastructure, including power industry. On Christmas, America celebrates the birth of Reverse Jesus. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Friday, December 25th, 2020. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Atomic scale nanowires can now be produced at scale. Shape-shifting crystals varying stability in different forms of gallium selenide monolayers. Discovery of aging mechanism for hematopoietic stem cells. Protein tells developing cells to stick together. A new TANSAT X CO2 global product for climate studies. Multi-population risk scores could improve risk prediction for inflammatory bowel diseases, study finds. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. In the time of COVID-19, Kwanzaa goes virtual. Families told him we're not going to have Christmas this year, so he held a toy giveaway for $400 on Christmas Eve. Coronavirus Live blog, December 24, 2020, Illinois reports 7,037 new COVID-19 cases, 96 deaths as positivity rate falls. Pro Bowl returner Cordarrelle Patterson won't rule out playing Sunday. Bears practice without Khalil Mack, Allen Robinson, Akeem Hicks. Chicago group aims to share overload of Christmas food donations, come and get it. Teen fatally shot in Humboldt Park. Woman, 12-year-old boy killed by hit-and-run driver in Gage Park. Latinos alter traditional Pasadas as coronavirus pandemic upends Christmas traditions. TE's Jimmy Graham, Cole Kmet proved to be productive combo for Bears. The next headlines are from Detroit Metro. Freaks Peter Badia earns Editor of the Year Award for 2020 coverage, commitment to diversity. Documentary Breed and Bootleg gives Flint's rap scene its due. Michigan's cannabis reforms and commutations are a good first step, but advocates say more work must be done. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Friday, December 25th, 2020. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Best TV shows of 2020. Upcoming Houston food events, kick the new year off with brunch. New book is one-stop shopping on the life and loss of John Lennon. Best virtual bets, British Arrows, Henry V, and more holiday fun. 12 days of favorite Houston food and drink experiences in 2020, Part 12, Restaurants. Hearts of Animals wishes you a disaffected Christmas. College football botches its golden playoff opportunity. The next headlines are about world records making news. 12 siblings win Guinness World Record for highest combined age, CTV News. Scientists set a solar cell efficiency world record, electric go. Boy, 12, identifies 39 airlines by their plane tails for Guinness record, UPI News. Washington State luminaries John Chaplin, Phil Hendricks, time to honor COUD legends John Allrood, Henry Rono with statues, the Spokesman Review. Official world record, a decade of record-breaking worldwide, press release, Digital Journal. Korean artificial sun sets the new world record of 20-sec long operation at 100 million degrees, FIS.org. Anders Gang, 14-year-old Dutch FIFA pro, sets world record of 300 straight wins on foot, the Sports Rush. With 2 Santa Claus in mask, Sudarshan attempts new world record, the Tribune. Korean artificial sun, KSTAR, sets the new world record of 20-sec long operation at 100 million Eurik alert. Short course world record holder Sarah Clare awarded IOC scholarship, swim-swam. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Last minute tech gifts that don't suck, according to me. Google search engine is squashing local news, study says. Veterans Affairs officials inexplicably blow off briefing on SolarWinds hack. The best and worst TV moments of 2020. A sneak peek at the Apple feature that keeps Facebook up at night. Australian robots are exploring the deep sea to study marine snow. This was the most exciting and disappointing year for computers and consoles. Fictional flying is the best way to visit family right now, and this Animal Crossing mug says it all. 10 tips and tricks to get the most out of your Xbox Series X or Series S. Apple's latest iPad Air is $40 off in sky blue or rose gold. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Gingin Aero in Australia at 109.04 degrees Fahrenheit or 42.8 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Ojmjkin in Russia at minus 68.8 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 56 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Nikola stock craters after cancellation of major garbage truck order. Poignant, the midnight sky wrestles with whether humankind is worth saving. 2020's 20 most read stories on Ars Technica. Google develops an AI that can learn both chess and Pac-Man. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Trump pardons smack of cronyism and political favors, prominent Mississippi Republican. Trump nailed for tweet claiming he saved GOP members in an election he calls a fraud. Post reveals inundation of calls from sobbing Americans about to be evicted while the GOP plays politics. I will never forget, Trump officially announces war against Republican Party. Trump rants that Twitter is turning America into a communist country. NORAD Santa tracker turns 65, after being started due to a typo. Trump tells Pence he doesn't understand why the VP cannot overturn the election in the Senate. Trump told aides to start watching 2022 election candidates for revenge. Merry Christmas, what Rep. Debbie Dingle drop House gavel and discussed over GOP's COVID-19 cruelty. Trump's long and winding cover-up of the Russia scandal is complete with his latest round of pardons, opposite the editorial page. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. If 2021 is not way better than 2020, we should fire Santa. There will be good news in 2021. There will be good news in 2021. There will be. Lunchtime photo. Coronavirus growth in Western countries, December 23rd update. Heroes of 2020, Jacques Pinzeggs. Giving away billions of dollars is hard work, just ask Mackenzie Scott. Heroes of 2020, WikiHow. After an extremely preventable death of a temporary worker, experts worry about FedEx's safety practices. With his pardons of Stone and Manafort, Trump completes his cover-up. Margaret Hunter gets her pardon. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. There used to be aliens in our galaxy, but they killed themselves off, Yahoo Finance. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. People with bionic hands cannot fix their sense of touch, Forbes. Astrocytes eat connections to maintain plasticity in adult brains, Eurik alert. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Friday, December 25th, 2020 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Key figures in Tom D. launches UFO organization jumping ship. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Friday, December 25th, 2020. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. True Strange News Fair Use Statement. No Views News is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2020 by No Views News. All rights reserved.